This week on Phantom Power Hour. This was a terrible idea, Jeremy. Why'd you let me say that this was going to be fun? Out of the range. I could get rid of some stuff.
That's a good thought, though. I mean, that would not be a fun way to record by any means.
Is there anything else you want to make a requirement?
No, I don't want any rules, but I'll go with these.
I don't want any rules.
How to get this working, because I need evidence of me beating you.
Listen, I'm not going to come into this with a whole bunch of confidence. This is for sure your wheelhouse. However, my wheelhouse is budget stuff. So I'm gonna rely on having some strengths there.
I'm going off the fact of I've tried a bunch of stuff, so I know where to pinch those pennies.
So we're dealing with some technical mumbo jumbo trying to get the screen cap working, but here's what we're doing today. We are in the spirit of Black Friday coming upon us this week. We're going to have this little friendly competition between Jeremy and I of who can put together friendly who can put together the best budget home studio rig. And what are we saying? A grand?
That's tough.
It is tough.
What if we just say like the lowest cost possible?
Okay.
Well, I mean, a grand is like how about we say that loosely? Loosely
a grand. See, it sounds like he's not willing to lose. That's what it sounds like. Trying to change the rules. What about, okay, why don't we say a grand? And if you spend less than that, that's in consideration for kind of like a point total. And if you go over, then you get points reducted from your overall score. Ooh. So you could spend 50 grand on this if you want to.
Okay. Oh, I might have it.
Yeah, there it is. Technical difficulties no longer. So we also have a secondary kind of part of this challenge here where I think we should determine the different categories of devices or aspects of this home studio build, and then kind of pick an order that we're going to choose. And we're going to choose these things at the same time. But the catch is we can't pick the same piece of gear. So for an example, if Jeremy chooses a Spark interface, I no longer can use a Spark interface. And the reason that this is going to be important is we're going to pick the order of things that we buy. So if his first thing that he chooses is an interface and it's my third thing I choose.
Oh, crap. I mean, yeah, that makes it hard.
Yeah. Then there's going to be kind of we're making this like a game of chess, 4D chess. Ooh. Yeah. Dolby Atmos spatial audio chess.
I'm going into this like I want to do so many different things with the setup. Like, so this could like change as we go. So why don't we chat about like our use case of this setup, right? I think in my mind, I foresee this being a entry level bedroom producer, home studio. Probably won't be mixing or miking drum kits. Probably won't be doing a whole lot of like multiple mic techniques for things, but maybe some type of virtual instruments and that kind of thing. See, I want to get as close to miking a drum kit as I can.
Okay,
we'll see what I see what I come up with.
That'll make it interesting too, because we have different use cases. I could see a lot of different
$1,000.
Yeah, $1,000 budget.
That's real. That's tight.
I know.
That's tight.
We also
don't know this is possible.
We also are leaving the computer out of the equation. We're going to assume that we already have a functional computer, and we're going to leave the DAW out of it as well. And I had made a statement before we hit record that if you have a Mac, you have GarageBand.
You already have a DAW.
If you have Windows, you can get Reaper for free. So,
well, and hopefully eventually pay for it, but yes. Or you can get Reaper on a Mac too.
This is true. So DAW agnostic. Dognostic.
I have Reaper. Boom.
Bam.
Check me out.
Don't
Scan my plugins.
You don't want the world to see the whole list of plugins you have.
Oh gosh, what did I do?
That's the. Do you go through this whenever you get a new plugin, and then either like DaVinci or I don't know if Pro Tools scans the entire library every time you start up?
It does it super fast.
Ableton does it pretty quickly as well, except for when I get a new one or I move my because I run it on Windows. I know that Mac is set up a little bit differently for the hierarchy structure for where your plugins are located. I store all of my stuff on an external drive and then I back them up to another drive. So
you're wasting time, Josh. You're wasting time.
Oh yeah. Okay, so $1,000. How many categories do you think we should deal with here?
I don't want to box myself in. I just want to like.
But we gotta. That's part of the challenge, though, right? We've got to decide the order of things.
But there might be multifunctional things that could get more than one job done. So
that's fair. So how about we're gonna need monitors
or headphones.
Okay, we can keep that in one category.
Some kind of monitoring solution.
Yeah, a monitoring solution, an interface of some sort.
Yes.
And then I think it would be wise to have at least one dynamic mic and one condenser. I think that would be a wise requirement there. Is there anything else you want to make a requirement?
No, I don't want any rules, but I'll go with these.
I don't want any rules. So
I'm already looking. You're gonna lose.
Oh man, that's cheating. Gosh, nah. Cheater, pumpkin eater.
Nah.
Are we gonna go in a specific order? Or are you just going willy nilly about this wild west?
I'm like buckshot. I'm looking
buckshot, man.
I'm looking here. Because in my mind, I want expandability if possible, but I don't know that I'm going to get it for this budget. Because you could go like the route of, if all you're saying is you want to do this simplest and under budget, like you just get a USB mic and that is your DAC, that is your interface, that's your microphone, you're done.
You could do that and then get like $900 monitors.
I don't like that idea. Ooh. Okay.
Oh man, I bet if I know you at all, you're probably going to have some cool like hardware units in there too.
I think you're overestimating the budget.
Listen, I don't know what kind of route you're going to go.
See, I kind of have to make the assumption that this person has access to mic stands.
Whoa, why would you make that kind of assumption, Jeremy?
Because mic stands are expensive. That's going to blow my budget.
Yeah, hey, if you're wanting to mic a drum kit, you better get some mic stands for that.
Yeah, but you can always find them on Facebook Marketplace for like $5.
You could.
Like, you're going to have beat up mic stands, okay?
So right now we're doing all brand new gear. If you like this challenge, and time will tell if this turns out to be something worthwhile, but let us know, because we were contemplating, should we do the used market or go new? In the spirit of Black Friday and sales hopefully falling upon us from the heavens,
I'm hoping to use that to my advantage.
Yeah.
Stuff's on sale.
So that's why we're doing new gear right now. But if you want to see this again with like some used gear, no new gear allowed, then I think that would be a very fun challenge.
I think that'd be fun. And by the way, we're filming this on November 9th. So like official Black Friday stuff has not dropped. So these prices may be lower, which I'll just even be more pissed about.
Hopefully much lower. Jeremy, we're not actually buying these things. It's okay.
I know, but I want to do good.
I want to do real good.
Oh, I'm leaning towards this guy.
Oh man. I could go real cheap on the interface.
So what are you trying to get here?
Like, what is my priority in terms of the higher budget items?
I guess when you're looking at like how many inputs you want, what are you?
So
bedroom studio stuff, bedroom producer stuff, I'm thinking that in the best case scenario, it would be awesome to be able to record drums, but I feel as though the average person building their first bedroom studio, unless they're a drummer, probably doesn't have a drum set nor a space that is set up to house drums to get recorded. So I'm thinking I might be just going 2 or 4 channel. Maybe just 2 or 4 channel. Because if you're making beats, or if you're making demo tracks to take to a big studio down the road, or if you're scoring video game music, or if you're scoring any type of music for film in any kind of way, you may not need a whole lot of channels at your disposal. And maybe we could spend our money in other, more useful ways.
See, everything is contingent upon the interface. So I've got to look at that first.
Man, if we do this again, I think we should lay out like in order we're looking at things.
I kind of like it like this, though. It makes it a little harder. $15.
Oh, you know what? I've got an idea.
What's your idea?
So here's my thought process. I could go with the Zoom H6, which has a killer mic setup on it, XY microphones, but it's also a 4-channel interface that supports XLR and TRS with preamps for all of them.
It has 4 preamps?
Yeah, and it's only $230.
Can you use them simultaneously, though?
I believe so. I believe you can even use the mics while using the 4 channels all at the same time.
So wait, you get 6? Click on that.
It's a 6 in, 2 out.
Click on that. Go to simultaneous. At the very bottom under specifications.
Like way down here?
Yeah. So it'll say like simultaneous IO. 6!
Haha, that might be what I do. Ooh, man. I just got some stereo mics and an interface.
Think about going that route.
I didn't think about it either until my method here was clicked on audio interfaces, and then I filtered price low to high.
See, I did too.
And this means I have a mobile rig now.
Yet.
Now mine's not even a bedroom studio. I can go out in the field. I can get Foley.
Can you use it as an interface?
Yeah, it's a USB interface. Yeah, I can go get Foley. I'm going to be snatching up all of those sound effects bounties, man. I'm going to be getting footsteps in the field, be getting gunshots in the wild. I'm just going to go ahead and add this to my cart. And are we under the understanding now that I've chosen this, it's out of the game for you?
Dang it. Is it just that model? Or
I think that it would make most sense for the whole line, because I could go with like a Scarlett 4i4, and then you could get like the 8-channel Scarlett or something, right? And that doesn't seem as exhilarating to me.
Now, are those actual preamps though? Is it 4?
They say 4 microphone preamps. We'll go back down here to specifications.
So 6 simultaneous tracks, mic inputs, analog inputs, 4 XLR combi jacks.
And
where are they on that thing? Show me the pictures on that bad boy.
The inputs? Inputs are on the side.
1, 2,
2
3,
on each
4.
side. Yeah.
Bro.
It's pretty killer.
All right.
I have the very, very baby brother to this, the super tiny handheld mic. It doesn't have any inputs or anything, but we've used, I believe, this same model, the H6, for recording demos in the garage during rehearsals, and it's pretty killer. Man, it has a 2-second buffer, so it'll record 2 seconds before you even hit record, so you don't miss something.
Who cares?
Hey, if you're doing Foley or something, you don't want to miss it. auto record function starts recording as soon as input crosses a.
What's your connectivity though? Like what is the USB?
Ooh, it might be USB A. It is bus powered though, or AA powered. It's mini B. Ooh. That is not my favorite connection.
Ooh.
But hey, it doesn't matter, man. If it works
for like a week.
Oh, come on now. I just got to take care of it.
Ooh, I found mine.
What are you going with?
The Audio ID 22. $250. You have 2 onboard preamps. There's send and returns for both of those. And there's optical in and out. So this thing is scalable. I don't have mics built in, but what's your price?
$229.
I'm like $30 more.
You know what, man? More. I might. Oh no!
Did you make a mistake?
I might have made a mistake.
Oh, what happened?
There's only one TRS line out. Oh no!
Are you bought in at this point?
Oh no! It's in my cart. I feel like that should be a rule. No take backsies.
So you're gonna have to go with. There's got to be like a. Well,
I could get a DAC maybe.
You just made this so complicated.
I did. Or I just go headphones, or you. Okay, real talk. You know what I've done before. So I've had HS8s for I don't know, over a decade by now. And when I first moved into my new place, I didn't have speakers for my TV, but I did have my whole like recording setup in the middle of the room under the TV. And so I did a 1/8 inch out to a split cable, a split 1/4 inch into the back of my HS8s. And that was my audio for my TV for a long time. It caused a ground loop. I don't recommend it. I had to unplug from my computer every time I want to watch TV and vice versa.
This is a good
well,
setup
no, this might work out though. If I take the one output, because it's TRS, so it's a stereo output, and I just split it to mono.
Sure.
Oh man. Jeremy has entered competition mode, and it's not very nice.
I'm liking this little unit here. You got DIs. I got everything I need. I got expandability. I'm going to go shopping for an ADAT input.
But it doesn't have mics on it. You're going to get an ADAT with your budget?
We're going to find out.
Oh, man. Okay. I think I have to say that I locked in with the H6. So.
Oh, heck yeah. We're going ADAT.
We're
micing drums, baby.
Oh, man. I'm going to be making sweet beats.
We're doing 2 very different things.
That's okay. I bet some people out there want to be micing drums and other people want to be making platinum records, you know?
Okay. All right.
Okay. Studio monitors.
Yeah, we're doing great.
Now, I feel as though I do want a fair chunk of my budget to be monitors. Because if you can't make it sound good for everybody that's going to be listening, then why is it worth having a bunch of high-end anything else?
I'm going to disagree with you there.
Yeah? What's your philosophy on this then?
I just need to hear it.
You just need to hear it?
We're getting started here. So, and plenty of people use headphones. I can hand the headphones to you.
This is true, but again, put yourself in the mindset of like you're building a home studio. You probably don't have you don't have experience on mixing on a bunch of different gear.
I reject your reality.
Oh no!
In place of my own.
Oh no!
I get literally the cheapest mic pack I can get.
Dang,
what is it?
HS5s are only $200 now. Obviously, that's single monitor.
Ooh, I might even buy some cables, assuming you don't have cables.
I think that's a fair assumption to make. I know originally we talked about not including cables in the price, but if we're going to make this feel realistic, if there is somebody out there that actually wants to kind of start, buying some of this stuff and building a rig,
I might get close.
I know I said I wanted to save a good amount of budget for my monitors, but I'm currently looking at the $50 to $100 monitor options right now.
Oh, this is tough. I'm trying to figure out like the bare bones way to mic a drum set. I might be going like, as much as I don't like to lean on Behringer, that might be the move for this.
Oh, for mics?
Mm-hmm. I mean, 3.5 stars.
Yeah.
What do you expect for 7 mics?
7 mics for less than
$180?
$200. That is not bad.
Drum rim clamps, poor design, but they have drum rim clamps.
They do have rim clamps? Dang.
Hey, I don't have to buy stands.
I mean, you could get a 3D printer, print your own clamps.
Yeah, okay. Does that have to fit in the budget? No, thank you. Actually, mono price.
They're pretty affordable these days. Not for great ones, but ones to get the job done.
Okay, so
you could also MacGyver some paper clips and rubber bands together. And
this bad review is just saying they can't use it because the clamps don't hold. I'm gonna say duct tape is cheap, and we're gonna go with these.
Dude, just screw it into the rim. It's fine.
Okay, we're going with the Behringers.
Now, my first set of monitors I ever had were M-Audio 3.5-inch monitors, where one was powered and the other was like a child monitor off of that. And I got a lot of self-education through that. It didn't sound terrible. I couldn't bump it like I would like to. I couldn't get the decibel level that would be, best out of them. But they weren't terrible. Do I go back to M-Audio, though? Oh, man. I feel like doing this like a decade ago would have been
Impossible.
easier. Well, okay, for the price, impossible. In terms of now I just have like option paralysis. There's so many different options of things.
That makes it very possible.
Yeah. I'm not saying impossible. I just mean like it would have. I'm saying 10 years ago it would have been easier for this specific contest because I wouldn't have to try to decide through these 20 different monitors.
Bro, I got some stuff.
Man, this was a terrible idea, Jeremy. Why'd you let me say that this was going to be fun? You're having so much fun.
Have you picked an interface yet?
Yeah,
you did.
I put it in my cart.
I'm almost done.
Are you putting any of this stuff in your cart? You're almost done?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I still have like $760.
How much time we got? I'm 25 minutes in. I've built a studio. What are you doing?
I'm trying to talk to the people, okay?
Okay, I might go over budget a little bit.
Ooh, that's going to be some steep deduction in points, my friend.
Oh, because you make the rules.
Yeah. Oh, what's that? One of your items had a bad review? That's at least negative 260 points.
But it was bad because they didn't fit on their drums. Duct tape is cheap. The other review was these sound good.
What drums are you going to be miking, Jeremy, with the budget
whatever
that you
client
have?
happens to come through, Josh.
Oh.
I'm not buying a whole studio. What sample libraries are you purchasing with yours?
Listen, Cymatics has some really awesome free sample libraries. Maybe my clients already have some drum recordings that they want to bring in. Maybe I'm just working on making demos for people.
Okay, now
I've just been scrolling up and down on these monitors this whole time. Oh, man. I just got to bite the bullet and pick some.
I need one good vocal mic, and then I think I'm solid. I can go a couple different ways here. I already got my eye on the 2020 solid mic, $100, and then I could actually buy 2 of those. You're being quiet over there.
Yeah. I'm just second guessing everything already.
Okay. I'm going to go with the 2020. That is $99. I have $83 left. $59 for a bunch of cables. I'm gonna go over by like $17.
That's
So
not
I
bad.
can get all my cables.
That's not bad. That's with including cables. That is not bad.
I'm $35 over.
I didn't know this was a race, Jeremy, okay?
I feel good about this. I could do some damage with this. Now the thing would be get Sweetwater to send us all this stuff and see if it actually sounds good.
That would be really interesting. That would be super interesting to see if it sounds good.
I mean, I picked the 2020, the AT 2020. I need to get all this stuff in like one spot here.
It's called the cart.
See, I just didn't want to commit.
See, you're flying through this all non-committal, and I'm taking my time. I'm courting, if you will. I'm courting.
Courting?
And I'm committing.
An A7. Diminished chord. Courting.
Yes. This is a higher budget than I thought, but I'm going to go with the JBL MK2s because I've heard these in person.
It's 150 each.
I know.
That's a big old chunky.
It's a big chunk. But again, if my use case is more beats and more soundtracky stuff, I want to be able to hear clearly, and I want something that's going to push the low end enough to actually understand what it sounds like.
What do those go down to? 39.
39. Not as low as I'd like.
If you listen, I bet if you listen to like quietly in the room, like you'd get an idea of what was happening.
Yeah. But my other option, if I wanted to only spend like 150 for both of the speakers, would be like a 3.5 inch, which is not going to get you that low.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Picking up what I'm laying down, smelling what I'm stepping in.
That's disgusting.
Can you dig it?
I'm going to have all my stuff in my cart and decided.
I got some things in my cart, okay?
Okay, it's going to be the Behringer. These are like the cheapest preamps, and they have like different options on the front. So if you want to go, you can plug in 1/4 inches into these bad boys and you're good.
Are these, what era of Behringer? Is it like the Midas era? Does it have the Midas preamp stuff in it?
Probably not, no. Just good old ADAT pre's. Why is there a tuner in here?
I'm going to include...
That's going to put me over.
I'm going to include the cable that I need. My TRS to dual TS. Because remember, my interface that I went with only has one TRS output. With this... Oh. It's like $30. There's got to be a cheaper one. Here? It doesn't need to be that long, right? 3 feet's probably not long enough, though. And it doesn't even save me much money.
There they are. Give me those cables.
Yeah, these are the cheapest ones. Granted, I could probably find this cable for cheaper on like Monoprice or something. But I want just one cart.
I need my mic pack.
You know what? I'm going to go for something that I bet you won't have.
What's that?
A MIDI keyboard.
We're doing two different things. Okay, what am I missing here? Oh, my headphones. Good old ATH 50X's.
Got roughly $400 left.
How do I have money left over?
I don't believe you.
I've got the AT 2020. If it's good enough for Billie Eilish and Phineas, it's good enough for me. We can make hits with this thing.
That also is rough because I haven't looked at the mics yet, but I was going to go with an AT 2020.
You got some time. It's the Audio ID22, super flexible, and it has this bit of in and out. So eventually, when I want the drums that I am recording with this current rig to be able to mix themselves, all I have to do is buy an ADA out personal mixer like P16 or something for a couple $100, and now they can mix their own ears. So super flexible. I even got some cables.
Okay. What?
A full drum mic package.
How
headphones.
many cables did you get, and what do they cost?
These are 4-pack. I should probably get 2. That's what I did. I got 2 of them.
How long are they?
8-footers.
Okay, I thought I was gonna get you. I thought you were gonna like be stuck with like 3-footers or something.
So yeah, I'm $37 over budget.
$37 over budget.
That ain't bad.
Jeez. Okay, so I mentioned a
Over
keyboard.
budget.
I mentioned a keyboard, right? I could potentially, with my budget, I'll come back to this. I could potentially swap this out for the bigger version, but the Arturia Mini Lab comes with a bunch of the Arturia VSTs. So if I'm bedroom producer making beats, or I'm trying to do scoring or something, Arturia stuff is killer. Comes with the upright piano. It also comes with Ableton Live Lite.
Has the Native Instruments Gentleman.
Yeah,
That's a solid piano. I have the entire Native Instruments bundle, and I use that more than anything else.
It also has Analog Lab Intro, which is 28 instruments, 500 presets, and Ableton Live Lite. I know we leave the DAW out of it, but that is a killer deal for $109. And
yeah,
the action on the Mini Lab isn't my favorite. And if you don't like small keys, then you're not going to love the Mini Lab. But it also has faders and it has pads, so I can get some multi-functionality out of this for $100.
Yeah, we're going about this in a very different way. We're building 2 very different studios.
This is true, but that's okay.
But if these 2 people were friends,
dude, they could get so much done.
They could do some damage.
They could do a lot of damage. Okay. I got to look at my cart and see what my budget's like. I'm sorry that I didn't fly through this like you did.
That's okay. I haven't really explained my things. I was just going.
Yeah, my total is $550. So I guess I should look at mics now.
How's it $550 with the keyboard?
Keyboard was only $100.
But wait a minute, because you have your thing is
subtotal.
Yeah.
Why? Where did I see $550 then?
I don't know. You're crazy.
I hit this. I hit my cart. And it said $550. Well, okay, I'm at $660 essentially.
So you got some damage still to do.
Yeah.
What do you have left? A mic?
I got mic, potentially headphones. I currently don't have headphones. I could also go with a different like VST pack or something of that nature.
Could I recommend a mic? One that I would have done if I had the budget for it.
What's that?
Well, I want to see what you do.
I was going to ask you if you got a 57.
I don't have a 57, but I have the Behringer 7 mic pack.
That's true.
I mean,
can get a lot done.
Here's the thought. At this price point, we're not going to be doing a whole lot of killer drum sets with this. So there's probably going to be a fair amount of sample replacement anyway. And there are any number of free drum samples out there that one could acquire. So
all that is so true. I mean, I know that so far it sounded like we're going against each other, but it's very fun to kind of see these different perspectives of building some budget gear, especially since like you said, my view and use case is entirely different than what yours would be. But both are super valid and used all the time by people. I have never bought a 57 brand new.
Okay.
I've only bought used 57s, and I was hoping they wouldn't
be dangerous.
I was hoping they still wouldn't be $100.
They're always $100. There's death taxes, and the 57 is $100.
Yeah,
$99.
So
what's your thought process with the 57?
Just versatility, man. All around
for vocals.
Use it for cabs. I could use it. I want to look and see if I can get a budget dynamic for vocals as well, or I mean condenser for vocals, and for like acoustic and other things that could come through. But I'm thinking, oh, but you know what? I don't need to, because I have the mics on my
on my H6.
Mm-hmm. But they're XY.
They are XY, but I could get by making that work if I'm just recording acoustic guitars.
Yeah, for sure.
Or just a room mic it could always just be an additional room mic for anything that's going on.
Mm-hmm. Drum overheads.
Yeah.
You could record a piano with that. There's a lot of damage you could do with XY.
So if I just get, let's see, if I just get the 57, I feel like, especially for my rig, it would be a disservice not to have a 57 because there's so many things I could use it for. All right, I'm going to grab the 57, 99 Dolores. And what's that? What does that put me at here? I think 700 and something. $758. Let's see. Do I get the bundle with a stand and cable? Because I don't have any cables right now. I don't need a 58. I don't think.
No.
57.
They're so similar.
Same thing, just a different topper. And I can make my own pop filter with some pantyhose. So
there you go.
We'll be good to go.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm banking on.
See, I can get a cheaper stand and cable than the bundle.
So you're actually buying a stand. I'm just prop it up on something. You'll be fine.
That's what I had thought about too. Thinking I guess I don't need a stand. If it's a vocalist, they can hold it. If it's for a guitar cab, I can put it on top of some books.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no stand, but I can't prop up an XLR cable without an XLR cable.
So I'm kind of curious about these. These are definitely the weak link in what I have decided to get here. Is there a review of these?
Whoa, Sweetwater has like a cable finder. I've never used this.
Oh, dude, I use it
that is
constantly.
Awesome.
Yeah, I do it all the time. Then you can sort it by length and by price. Oh, yeah.
That is so cool. Let's do price instead.
You've never used Cable Finder?
No.
You got weird cables you're trying to find? It's pretty solid.
I can see that. That's awesome. Diodario, 10 foot, $9. I don't see a problem with that. I only need one.
Go for it.
Bam. So where are we at here? 767.
You're dancing. Just spend some money. You got like $250.
I got $250. All right. Now here's where things might get weird.
What?
Now
there's no way.
You had just mentioned that you might be replacing a lot of your drums with samples anyway. So
there's no way.
Let's see here. Oh,
high to low. Yeah,
perfect.
That'll do it.
That's exactly what I want. Nah, out of the price range, out of the range. I could get rid of some stuff.
That's a good thought, though. I mean, that would not be a fun way to record by any means.
Oh, but man,
and I would argue, it's a different mindset, but like this way, my way, you're gonna learn to mic, and these probably aren't gonna be that much fun to use, but you'll learn the principles of like how to mic a kit.
Yeah.
And you could quickly move on from there. And I mean, even if you turn around and sell these things, they're so cheap, like you could get most of your money back out of them.
So I feel like I've got to be forgetting something out of here. You know what? If I'm really trying to embrace this idea of kind of who I'm envisioning using this, I should probably spend some money on the plugin side of things, some VSTs in terms of like, I don't need to get an EQ. I don't need to get a compressor. There's going to be built-in stuff that can do a lot of damage, right? Of course, I would like to do those things. But I'm thinking if I'm trying to get
some just bedroom producer sounds. Should I go? I can do an amp modeler of some kind.
So many free ones, though.
There are a lot of free ones. There's some really good free ones too.
What do you have in your cart right now? Like, where are you at? I'm gonna pull mine up too.
So I've got my Zoom H6.
Yep.
My handy recorder. I've got my JBL monitors. I went ahead and added the cable that I'm going to need to get both of those monitors hooked up.
Mm-hmm.
My Arturia Slim Key. That might be where I could upgrade, get a full, because if there's scoring involved, you're probably going to want to be able to actually play the piano live. So maybe I spend an extra chunk of change there. A 57 and an XLR. Bare bones stuff.
You went with this, like, I see the route you went with. The interface was an interesting one, and then you didn't buy mics, which is interesting. I'm just gonna. That's all I'm saying.
That's fair. That's fair. I got the 4 inputs. However, I've got the one mic if there's a vocalist. I've got the XY for, again, that is like a portable handheld. I'm still trying to embody this idea of there's a lot of audio work out there that is not only band related.
Yeah.
You can make a lot.
For sure.
You can make a whole living doing that kind of stuff. So, and then it can also be useful for, like I said, acoustic guitar, room mic, drum overheads if I want to go that route. But I still have the 1/4-inch inputs for, if I'm modeling, I can get bass and guitars and a lead vocalist all tracking at the same time. If that is something that needs to be done with this interface without having extra mics.
Well, you couldn't do vocals because you didn't buy headphones.
I mean, I got a budget for headphones still. I'm not done. That's true. I should probably get some headphones.
See, I feel like with mine, it's definitely more pricey when you consider it doesn't have built-in mics. However, this thing's built to grow. Like, going with this bad boy, 8 in and out, which is huge.
That is pretty killer.
So you could have...
But here's my question, Jeremy. Let's, like, real talk.
10 simultaneous IO.
Would it be more worth it? Would it be worth it to grow that rig? Or would it be more worth it to fully upgrade that rig when you are ready to grow? In terms of just like general quality and like long-term usability. And I'm not saying this because I'm trying to win this contest as far as, I'm just saying, like, for true like education, like if you're in this position and this is what you can afford, I understand the benefits of having ADAT available, but where would you stand on that if like this was your actual situation?
I mean, I'm using ADAT in the studio now, so I guess I'm confused with the question.
My question is like the quality of the interface itself, the preamps on the interface itself, and
Right.
everything.
I mean, you're definitely at this price. You're definitely conceding in certain areas. I mean, even the ADAT pre that I went with, those Behringers, they're pretty gnarly.
Yeah,
But I know I've recorded drums with those before and guitars with those before, and they're like gnarly in a good way on those sources. It's they're not like crazy high fidelity, but I think it'll get the job done, especially at this budget. Because I'm approaching it like, okay, let's build a studio. Let's get something to grow. Couldn't afford studio monitors with this, but give me one session with a drummer.
Yeah.
And then we're buying some monitors, you know?
Yeah, that's true. That's a really good kind of point for either of these systems. I think both of these, as unconventional as maybe either of them might feel, they'd be ready to start making money.
Yeah.
Right out of the gate.
Assuming you have a computer.
Again,
like that's something that we just can't work into a budget like this.
Although, I mean, we talked about this too. You're watching this on some device. If it is a newer tablet or a phone, if you have USB-C on either of those,
you're recording.
You're going to be able to record, even though like the interface that I grabbed is a USB micro B. It's going to be USB A on the other side. You can get an adapter, and you can.
I don't know how that would work though, because if it's with mine, there's a certain amount of software control that would need to be built in. With the Neve, the 88M, like it's just everything's controlled on that device
itself. Yeah.
So in that, like then a phone would see, okay, here's this input, and I'm controlling everything here. I think with the Audient, like there might be some certain things that have to happen with a third party mixer.
I think mine can be literally just audio over the USB.
Okay.
Because you also with mine, you can record straight to the device on like the SD card.
True.
So there's going to be workarounds. It's not the best workflow, but there's workarounds.
It could work.
Yeah. So I'm looking at potentially upgrading this, the MIDI Keylab.
Not getting a different mic. Interesting.
I know, and I listen. I don't know if you're just trying to get in my head or you're genuinely trying to help, but I'm really trying to embrace this other perspective of.
Oh, I didn't buy an ADAT cable.
Beat makers and folks trying to make some hip hop, trying to make some backing tracks.
Give me that extra 2 feet for like the same price. I'm a little more over budget. I'm like $50 over budget.
See, I'm over here just way under budget, and Jeremy's just throwing budget around like it doesn't exist.
But I'm buying every cable I need.
Ooh, do I save $50 and go 49 key, or do I go 61 key? 61 key is going to be not as comfortable as a full 88 for full-blown piano stuff, but you can get a bunch done with 61 keys.
No, for sure.
Let's see what that looks like in my cart. Oh, does this come with the software bundle? I don't know if it does. I'm going to be over budget right now because I have both keyboards in there. Oh, full suite of Analog Labs.
Okay.
Dang. That is worth the upgrade. It's barely $100 or barely more than $100 more than the mini version. And you get 61 keys and the entire suite of Analog Lab.
That's pretty good.
That is killer. I use Analog Lab all the time. Okay, let's get rid of this little guy. Boop. So I think I'm still going to have almost $100. I also included headphones. Of course, I mean, they're Samsons. They're the SR350s for $12. But if I just need to record vocals, it gets it done. So I'm under budget.
I'm over 1,063.
Man. Now, what if you're trying to do this with a credit card, Jeremy, and your cap on that card is $1,000 and you just get declined at the checkout?
Then you're not buying an ADAT cable.
And I'm going to be taking home all my gear. Oh, the cable. You're just going to get rid of the cable. Let's see. I feel like there's going to be so many people screaming at me through their screens. Like, what are you doing?
Well, same with me. But I mean, I definitely got like bottom shelf stuff, but this is stuff that works. Like this thing, $229 for 8 channels. And look at these reviews, 4.5 stars. What's the 1 star? I always go to see like, what's the worst case scenario here? Shelf life. Bought 4 of them in 2017, and the third one on this year just crapped out on me. A 6-year shelf life. I mean, we don't know how you racked it, buddy. Not supported on a MacBook running OS 12. What's not supported? It's an ADAT preamp.
What type of connection is it?
ADAT. There's nothing to support or not support. That's
Weird.
Going into something else.
Maybe just a ill-informed review.
Tried to use this to expand my inputs on my Tascam 1608 XLR outputs. produces no signal, only compatible with ADAT, apparently. Wait, is this also split? I didn't even really look at what I got. So it's an in and out. What? Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Mine might be more flexible than I initially thought. Oh, heck yeah. So I have 8 inputs and outputs.
Oh, wow.
I don't think they're like, it's not going to output that, but it has an ADAT out. So I could use these, go XLR to like TRS female, and now I've got headphones for the band for 8 people if I wanted to for some reason. Pretty sure. Okay, what are the good reviews like? Great economical decision. That's what I'm talking about. It's still in the box. I don't know what that means.
Still in the box?
No
What's in the
brainer.
box?
That's what I'm talking about. We got no brains over here.
No brains.
Killer converter. I wouldn't know about that, but Rivals Prism. I don't think that's totally true, buddy. I mean, if a $229 8-channel preamp could rival a Prism $7,000 thing, that would be dope, but I don't think that's reality.
So maybe it can. Do we need to get it? And do we need to put it through the ringer?
If that's the case, I mean, I got a really killer rig right here.
Dude, it would be so great if we really could get these sent to us and just see. I'm honestly yours more than mine because there's more.
We can do some experiments. That's
more
for sure.
experimentation with yours. I think I'm going to call it quits on mine.
Okay,
I'm under budget.
Where'd you land?
I landed on $9.87. So I'm going to be going out. I'm going to pick up some Taco Bell after I buy all this. I'm going to get some sustenance and set up my home studio. But okay. I made some last minute changes.
Okay.
I downgraded to the 49 key Arturia
Okay.
because I really wanted with the full with the larger version. I was like $20 over budget.
Yeah.
But I wanted to really try to embrace like sticking under that budget because I got a large diaphragm condenser. The SC Electronics.
Okay.
Some pretty good reviews.
Yep.
And here's my thought process. First of all, you can get vocals with the 57, but if you want some truly like usable ones and feel good about releasing stuff with,
especially you're talking about like program stuff and pop and
pop, hip hop, that kind of stuff. Even, just other instrumentations. And so it's only $89, had some solid reviews. I don't know anything about this mic myself, but
I have not used that either. But I mean,
has a high pass built in and a pad built in.
Oh, jeez.
So here's my other thought with the XY on my interface, the 57 and this, I could have a drum setup.
You could kick, snare, overheads.
Yeah.
You just need to make your TRS cable longer so you could hear it.
Got my headphones.
Here's what you should do.
There's a headphone output from here.
You're going to need another headphone, though. So would I. I'm going to shut up.
I have budget. Listen. Oh, okay. I need another headphone. Boom. Boom. Look at that. Still under budget by 63 cents.
See, I'm just going to have the drummer bring their own headphones. That's all it is.
That's asking too much of the client, Jeremy.
Baby. Two very different rigs
Very
here.
different. Man, that was fun. That was also stress inducing.
Oh, I had fun. I had fun. I definitely went with like budget everything, except on the interface, I was definitely more picky because I want it to be able to grow.
Yeah.
And something that's not like, as soon as I'm done with this, it's done. Like the Audient, they're killer converters. There's a lot of options here. It can grow. I mean, basically everything else on my list is like, it'll get you by.
Yeah. But I mean, XLRs are going to use forever. What headphones did you go with?
I went with the ATH M50Xs. Like
Those
actually,
are going to stay with you.
yeah, those are good. I have
Yeah.
4 of those here. I think they're killer headphones.
The drum mics, no,
Yeah.
but you could resell them and you could get a portion of that money back when you're ready to upgrade.
I mean, they'll record a drum set or two, and then you turn around and you upgrade. Like, I guess in this is like the hustle package, I think.
I think, yeah, especially if you're trying to get towards a more, I don't know, the what people normally think of as a studio setup.
Yes. Like, this is more traditional, like,
That's the word I was looking for.
band-centric.
Yeah.
Like, and you could do a band with this.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get some duct tape. I'm assuming you have that because apparently the clips on these mics suck.
What are you miking cabs with?
Probably one of these. Or the 50-50.
Yeah,
or the 50-50.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a killer mic.
That's true. We've been over this, but
So, yeah. I mean, this is a very like everything's going back into the studio. We'll upgrade. I have more pieces that are able to be upgraded.
and that's truly one session under your belt that's paid.
Yeah.
Time
I mean,
to upgrade.
even if it's a couple $100,
Yeah.
like that'll get you, you can go buy a few
A couple
57s.
$100 is a fifth of what we just spent on everything.
That's true.
So,
That was hard.
a quick run. I think the beauty of this setup is everything other than potentially the headphones. And I don't know about the SE mic, so I'll lump those two together. Everything else is a long-term investment.
Yeah.
The Zoom H6, all jokes aside, is killer for having a mobile recording rig. If you want to record your sets, if you want to record any type of nature sounds, you have this
I'd just be interested to see if it actually functions like we think it would.
as the interface.
Yeah.
I don't have a reason to believe it
I
wouldn't.
I know it's just a totally different form factor and it's throwing me off a little bit.
I mean, listen, I also, all of this minus the monitors, of course, I also have a mobile recording rig. And I don't even need a computer for it.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Like
That's a
this
good
one will
point.
get you up and running without a computer.
That's fair. But
you probably wouldn't want to use it that
You're
way.
basing a lot of it off of sampled stuff though.
I don't have to. I mean, I don't have a full drum setup,
Sure.
but I've got XY overhead mics that sound awesome. I've got a 57.
All right. Yeah.
So you don't have a 57? What kind of snare sound are you going to be getting out of your mics?
I don't know. A decent one?
But
We're learning the fundamentals over here. That's what we're doing.
That's fair. But then the JBL studio monitors,
That was a good buy.
they're not the best thing in the world, but it'll get you through the first few years
heck yeah.
as you spend money working on other things. And honestly, if this was my true setup and I didn't require mics or something first, I might go for a sub because these are the 6.5 inches. And if I'm in my mind, if I'm doing pop or hip hop stuff, the client's going to want to be able to feel it.
Yeah.
They're going to want to feel the bass drops and the 808s and everything. And I'm going to want to be able to feel the true representation of that.
Yeah.
So maybe get the subwoofer that goes with these, or a better subwoofer than the ones that go with these. But
Huh.
that was fun. And then the Keylab Essential,
That was a good buy.
dude, $219 for a 49 key MIDI controller. You get drum pads. You can automate the faders to work with the DAW in any way that you want to.
Are they flying faders?
Like motorized?
Yeah.
No, they're not motorized.
So it'll just control something.
It'll control something, but you can still set it up for like volume and the knobs above it. You can do like, if you want those to control the DAW itself and your channels, you can do that. And then you can, one of these buttons, I wish there was a higher res photo.
You have a transport control built in.
Yeah, exactly. Transport controls are built in. And it comes with a full suite of Analog Lab.
That's bonkers.
I want to see how much that is by itself. Yeah, Analog Lab by itself is $200.
That's
The whole plug-in bundle that you get by itself is $200. The keyboard with the bundle is $219. You're essentially getting a what is this one? Yeah, a 49 key controller for $19.
That's one heck of a bargain, I would say.
All right.
That was fun, man. Let us know. Vote in the comments. What rig would you prefer to have? What would you go with? What would you go with if you had $1,000 budget? If any of this stuff strikes your fancy, check to see if there's some sales, first of all, because again, we're recording this on the 9th, but this is going to come out the week of Thanksgiving, so right before Black Friday. So maybe don't hop on Sweetwater just yet. Wait until those sales go live and see if any of these things that strike your fancy are on sale. If you want to get any of this stuff, there's going to be an affiliate link below that helps support the channel, and you can use that if you so desire before you grab any of these things. I don't need another MIDI controller, and I already have Arturia Labs, but if I didn't, I would for sure get the Keylab Essential. I would for sure get that.
I don't need a 7-pack of Behringer mics. That could save me some money.
How much were those?
$189.
That is not
How bad could they be?
I'm interested. What's the AKG setup worth? Because that's another, or no, Audix. I'm sorry. The Audix one's another kind of budget friendly.
That was the F. I went with this one because it was 7.
Okay.
Everything else I found was like 4-pack or 5-pack. Like this, I have my overheads, I have kick, I have everything. Like I've got 4 of these, whatever they are.
You do snare, 3 toms.
I could do snare, 2 toms, and a hat, and still have overhead and kick. Or I could do kick in, kick out. Like
yeah.
So there's a lot that you could do. Or I mean, in the context of a band, if I'm only using a handful of these, put one of them on a cab. Yeah. And now I'm miking a guitar cab
And doing it live.
Mm-hmm. We'll do it live.
Yeah, mine is definitely going to be leaning heavier on the plug-in side for any type of cab simulation. It doesn't have to. I've got the mics to mic cabs if that's the flavor that you want to go for.
See, I could immediately start a business going recording live shows.
So could I.
I'm taking splits from the stage, man.
That's
like,
true.
I'm doing the whole darn thing. Like you're doing a left to right from the board. I'm recording the band.
You're recording the whole band. That's true.
That could be the easy way in for this guy over here.
You're not wrong.
Let me record your show for a couple $100.
Is your interface?
Then I'm right back in.
Is your interface USB powered or is it wall powered?
No, it's wall powered. But my computer would be too.
Yeah. Listen, my interface.
Pretty sure it's wall powered.
Is USB powered and AA powered. So
actually, this might be bus powered. No, there's no way it could be completely bus powered because there's too much.
Yeah, there's a lot going on to be completely bus.
I mean, still 12 volt DC. Like I've got that, and there's a wall wart situation here, but
you can take that internationally. Got all your plugs.
It even comes with the plugs, man.
Yeah.
So we're recording shows in France. If we can get there.
Listen, I can go out into the middle of the forest and record some shows if I want to, with no power necessary. That was fun, man. I had a good time. I hope you had a good time, and I hope you had a good time. But before we say our goodbyes, do you want to do a quick record rec?
Oh man, let me see. I might have exhausted most of my.
Well, you can look, and I'll go with mine right quick. So I was on the road a couple weekends ago with Joshua Powell, and we met some lovely folks out there. That's one of my favorite things about going out on the road and meeting other bands and stuff. But one of them that we met is called Tay and the Neighborly. They were all insanely nice people, super kind. But their music it feels good. It's soulful. It's well done. And their vocalist, Tay, is one of my favorite female vocalists that I have met so far. Just her timbre, the soulfulness, I don't know, everything about her voice I think is awesome. I'll play a little bit of it real quick. They just released a new single called Self-Help, and it sounds like this.
Ooh.
Something about just a little bit of gravel in it.
Love her voice.
Yeah. So that's going to be my record rec. Tay and the Neighborly. Their new single is Self-Help. They got a bunch of other recordings up on Spotify and all the other streaming platforms right now. And it would be awesome if y'all help them get over 1,000 monthly listeners. They're at 955 right now.
Ooh.
Doesn't take too many more folks to bump that up. So go check them out. Tell them I say hey.
Mine is going to be Emma Love. Sorry, Emma. Met her when I went out to LA. And the song Only Human is
LA.
an LA. Did I say it like that?
No, I can't hear it and not say it that way.
She's killer. She's got a ton of good tunes on here, but this Only Human track specifically, the drop on this is insane. It's not music that I tend to listen to, but you don't hear it very well on a phone, but
I love that ultra clear female vocal kind of style.
now on a system that bumps hard.
Yeah.
I listened to this in Atmos.
Oh, no way.
In that room, one of Apogee's rooms. It was stupid.
That sounds cool.
Overwhelming almost.
Emma Love? Emma
Love? L-O-V.
The O with the line through it.
Yeah, like an Under Oath style. Yeah, she was in Under Oath. She was not. She was never in Under Oath.
She is Under Oath.
Over here starting rumors.
No, we can't be doing that.
And she's cool.
But you know what's not a rumor, Jeremy? We're gonna have to be done. We're gonna have to say goodbye.
That was a long one. That was fun though.
I had such a good time doing this. I think whether people like it or not, I think it would be fun to do something similar with like a live rig for guitar or bass or some other instrumentation. Other challenge videos like this, like I brought up earlier, maybe we do another home studio with the budget, but we look at only used gear. I think that would be a blast.
Or have stupid high budgets. That would be too easy.
You would have such an upper hand because I have much less experience on the high budget studio gear.
Let us know if you dig this. This is fun. Or give us ideas for other challenges.
Yeah, are there challenges you want to see? Like maybe a thumb wrestling competition, or we could play spoons. Have you ever played spoons?
Like spooning? Yes, I've played spoons.
That ain't no game, Jeremy. Thanks for hanging out with us. If you like this kind of content, let us know, but also maybe hit the like and subscribe button. And Jeremy, you are the master of picking emojis. So tell me. You know what? I take it back. I'm going to pick the emoji this time.
Fine.
I want a turkey.
Oh.
I want a turkey. If you stuck with us this long, drop a turkey in the comments. Let us know that you made it to the end. And it's because of Thanksgiving. I'm pretty original. But until next time. Bye.
Peace.